You are listening to the Coach's Corner Show on KYNT, Yankton's home team. Now, let's get you caught up on Yankton High School athletics with KYNT Sports Director and the voice of the Bucks and Gazelles, Bryce Ladwig.
And good morning, this is the Coach's Corner. Bryce Ladwig here, 1019 Broadway Avenue. Coach's Corner brought to you by Explorers Credit Union. Wherever you want your financial journey to take you, Explorers Credit Union is here to help with the vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. Coaches, join us on the Pizza Ranch phone line. When we come back from a very quick break, we'll talk to Coach Jeff Gross of Yankton Track and Field, and then later we'll talk to Coach Brett Syme of Yankton Gazelles Golf. That's all around the corner here on the Coach's Corner. Good morning.
I am Juan Francisco Duarte, and basketball allows me to show my adventurous spirit. Right after graduating Mount Marty, I was selected to be part of the national basketball team for Colombia. Here, I think, is a great opportunity for me to expand, grow, and also help others to adventure in their journey.
Show your spirit at Mount Marty University and schedule a tour today at showyourspiritmmu.com.
Small businesses are neighbors serving neighbors. Passionate people who give our community character and personality. It's why at F&BO, we're passionate about helping you meet every moment at every stage of your business with guidance and solutions to help you take your business where you want it to go. Online and mobile banking, payments, lending, transfers and deposits, all made easy and more secure so you can do more. F&BO, big believers in small business. Member FDIC.
Hello, here's to welcoming moments, big and small, embracing the unexpected, savoring life. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, ready for anything. We listen to your goals and help you achieve them with care and coverage. We'll move you forward through sickness and health and every milestone in between. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/forward.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from CoreTrust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Vision Care takes pride in the products we offer. That's why we offer a wide range of stylish and protective sunglasses from your favorite brands like Ray-Ban, Oakley, Maui Jim, and luxury brands like Fendi, Gucci, and more. Our experienced team will help you find the perfect pair of sunglasses to fit your face shape, your style, and your budget. Protect your eyes and look great while doing it. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Is the open road calling your name? Explorers Credit Union is here to put you in the driver's seat of your next adventure with an exclusive auto loan offer. For a limited time, get 1% cash back and reduce your rate by 1% when you purchase or refinance your car with us. Imagine where you could go with extra cash in hand and lower monthly payments. Get pre-approved today and explore the road ahead with confidence. Learn more and apply at explorerscu.com today All loans are subject to approval. See credit union for details.
All right, for the final time this season, let's talk Yankton track and field with Coach Jeff Gross. Coach, congratulations on another successful Yankton track and field season up at Howard Wood this past weekend. You know, I was covering baseball at the State A tournament at the Birdcage just right across the street. You could just see droves of people going back and forth. It was really interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible, just the whole atmosphere of the state track meet with the 3-day meet. And I don't know how many, sometime I should count how many tents are set up there, but just all the colors of the tents and the kind of the patchwork of t-shirts and color in the stands. And just, yeah, I don't know. I know there's 3,000 athletes there and however many fans and parents and grandparents that come along with that. You know, through the course of the weekend, I'm sure there's 10 or 12,000 people that pass through the door. So it's pretty incredible there. And then you add in the bird cage over there with state baseball. And then there was, I'm not sure which country western singer was singing right in the midst of it too, but there was a whole lot of activity around the Howard Wood and bird cage and Denny Sanford Center complex there. It's a pretty exciting weekend for the city of Sioux Falls and for the state of South Dakota.
No, absolutely. And speaking of doing a good job, all the hosts did a great job. SDPB did a really nice job covering the meet. We left state baseball, watched it at the Buffalo Wild Wings, and stayed a little extra long to watch the rest of the events for that kind of block of time. And it's excellent coverage from them as well. Yep.
They've really upped their game, you know, the guys in the media department there that even, you know, to do the PA, they've done a great job of that for decades, but you know, they're kind of mixing everything together and it's packaged very well. And, you know, I'm probably a little biased here, but especially during an Olympic year, I don't think there's anything more entertaining than watching people absolutely give every effort of every ounce, whether it be at the high school level, the college level, the Olympic level, than watching a track and field meet. So I was definitely in my element there, and it's just cool, like you were saying, with the South Dakota Public Broadcasting, that they're able to put that product out on the airwaves too. And I know our kids enjoy watching it in retrospect. You know, it's on YouTube and everything else, so it's fun.
No, absolutely. And just an excellent job by all the athletes. And let's talk Yankton athletes as we do all season. Let's go through some top finishers. We'll go through the top 8 finishers for Yankton and get your comments on each of them. Austin Goebel, 4th in the boys 100-meter dash and also 4th in the long jump.
Yep. Austin's been a stalwart leader for us in the track program here for 4 years and beyond that. Anytime you as a senior can go in and get 4 medals at the state track meet, anytime you can do that in any year. But that was exciting and special for Austin to be able to do that, to do it in a couple of open events, the long jump and the 100, moved up a spot from his original seeding coming in. I mean, those 2 events are big boy events. I mean, there are a lot of good athletes that are competing in those events. And, you know, Austin was the lone kind of, I'm going to say small school, AA small school representative in the finals there. I mean, he was last year as well. So I know that kind of schools our size, especially ESD schools, Watertown, Huron, Mitchell, Pierre, you know, we kind of pull for each other a little bit in those situations over the big bad boys from Sioux Falls and Rapid City and Harrisburg. And, you know, those school populations that are basically twice the size of our schools. So, to have Austin be able to represent more than just Yankton was exciting there.
Absolutely. Shea Rumsey, 7th in the girls 400-meter run.
Yep. Shea, you know, said about it all year and over the last couple of years. She is a warrior, battled some little leg issues all year this year. But, you know, she battled through things. She's a warrior. Got 7th there. Also was a leader on a couple of our relays. So she had a very nice season, very proud of her and excited to see her take that next step and move on in her both education and her athletics career up at University of Minnesota State up in Mankato.
All right, and then the girls 16. We have a lot of teams coming up. The girls 1600 medley relay team of Rosalind Adamson, Jocelyn Elwood, Olivia Dimmer, and of course we just mentioned Shay Rumsey. They finished 6th.
Yep, and they did that from the third heat. You know, kind of an odd number. We have 19 teams in Class AA right now. T next year will come up. That'll make it an even 20. But we ran from the third heat. We didn't get a chance to really run that relay fast all year. We felt comfortable with the lineup we were putting out there, that they could place highly. They ran very well, anchored by Shay, like you said. Olivia ran the quarter. And, you know, to pull off a 6th place there out of the third heat is it's nice to see. So I'm happy for those girls to be able to score some points there and to get themselves some individual medals. We had everything there from the 7th grader in Rosalind Adams all the way up to our veteran senior. So just Jocelyn Elwood's a freshman, Olivia's a junior. So we kind of span the whole length of the ages of our track team. So that's kind of unique and fun as well to see that depth that way.
And then you had the boys 400 meter relay team, Evan Sirk, Alex Swihart, Connor Slava, and Austin Goebel. We'll talk about those guys a little later again, but they finished 6th.
Yep. And again, that's kind of one of those big boy events. The 4x1 in AA is absolutely unbelievable. The way that relay has developed over the last 10 to 15 years. And our boys Coach Heidi Savvy does a great job working on handoffs with them and just our sprint mechanics and everything. But they in the finals, they ran a 43:22, which they ran the exact same time, whatever the odds are of that. They ran that exact same time at ESD. And the thing that is so exciting about that, but also frustrating at the same time, our school record is 43:21. So they, on 2 occasions, missed getting the school record here by 1/100th of a second. And actually, one of the times we went and looked at in the timing trailer, and it was 8 1,000ths of a second that they missed or actually 7 1,000ths of a second that they missed the school record by. So I watched the Indy 500 this last Sunday, and that's how they time the Indy cars, is to the 1,000th of the second. So that's how close it was. And but doesn't diminish what those guys have pulled off. I mean, to be one of the fastest relays in the history of Yankton High School is saying something when you're dropping names like Chris Fisher and some of the great runners that have been here over the decades. So those guys are right in that conversation, and that's exciting for them.
Yeah. And then you have the girls 400 meter relay. That was Olivia Dimmer, Berkeley Olson, Jocelyn Elwood, and Rosalind Adamson. They finished 6th.
And very young team there. Going to be totally excited to see what those girls can do. And then we've got about a group of another 8 girls on top of them that we can continue to develop and interchange in there too. I tell you what, our girls track team going forward over the next few years, and hopefully longer than that, is really going to be exciting to watch, as well as our boys, just with some of the youth that we have in both of those genders, on the boys and the girls side. But those girls almost cracked into the 49-second area. I think we ran 50.06, if I remember correctly. That's a pretty good girls 4x1 team. And our 4x2 team, which you'll mention here in a second, also did a really nice job. And we have kind of a mixture of youth and experience there. But that 4x1 in particular just kind of shows where we're headed in the future with some of our younger athletes.
Yeah, and you said I mentioned it. I'll go ahead right now. Girls 800 meter relay team, Berkeley Olson, Jocelyn Elwood, Rosalind Adamson, and Shay Rumsey. They finished 7th. A lot of the same names. A lot of these teams very similar to the other teams, just kind of mix and match, right?
Yep, and that's the beauty of it. We've got the depth where we can swap out some, a couple people here and there. I'm going to mention Berkeley Olson in particularly. Berkeley could fit in on all of our relays. She's been with the varsity track team since she was a 7th grader. Right now she's a freshman. I tease her that she's actually a junior because she's got that much experience already. She doesn't like to hear that all the time. She just smiles and nods at me and says, "Okay, Coach Gross, whatever you say." But we were able to put her in a couple of jumping events, which she can pop off a nice jump there and place for herself and for the team. And we still didn't feel like we were losing anything in our relays. So when you have that kind of depth, that's what you're able to build a track team around. So that's exciting going forward.
And then, Coach, following the AA state tournament, 4 Yankton Bucks have qualified for the upcoming Nike Nationals in Oregon. That's Dylan Payer, Austin Goebel, Connor Slava, and Carson Ness. That was in the 1,600-meter relay, as well as a sprint medley relay as a unit. And then individually, Goebel and Slava qualified for the 100-meter dash. Payer has qualified for the mile run. And let you talk about their performance at state, and then we'll get into a little bit of fundraising here.
Yep. First of all, on Thursday night at the state track meet, with the new schedule that they put together, this is the 3rd year of the 3-day meet. Kind of the marquee event of the day is the sprint medley relay, and we weren't able to run that strong all year. The one time we tried to run it strong, we suffered I'm going to say a catastrophic injury, but also a very heroic moment in our season. Tegan LaCroix actually broke his bone in his leg as he was running that, and somehow was able to finish out the event, which imagine running on a broken leg as a 15-year-old, and just the guts and determination that showed. It was one of the highlights of my season, actually, just watching his determination in that. But he got the baton to the next exchange. We ran a time there that got us out of the slow heat at state, but it got us into the second heat, which is where we ran from at state. And then our boys that you just mentioned were able to run a state championship time, which actually is the 58th fastest time in the country this year, which is exciting. Out of about 3,000 schools that have run that race, we are in 58th place, so to speak. And if you take all of the states in the United States, I was doing a little research on this the other night, they would have won the state championship in all but 16 states. In every state, they would have finished in the top 3. So to say they're in a spot where there can be competitive on a national level, that is obviously the case. And like you said, through that, they've qualified for the Nike Outdoor Nationals. And we're kind of throwing together a trip here. We're heading out to Eugene, Oregon, which the event will be run at Hayward Field, which the week after the Nike Outdoor Nationals is happening there is when the U.S. Olympic trials are there. So if you know anything about national or international track and field, you know that Hayward Field is kind of one of the meccas around the world for track and field. So it's just exciting for the boys to be able to get that opportunity to go out there. They're going out there with the intention of winning a national title. I'm just going to say that. The time that they've posted puts them in that conversation. So that's exciting. That's what they're got in their minds. And that's what they're going to go out and try to do. And it's not very often that you get that opportunity. The Yankton community and these boys are kind of undeniable in this, but they've gone out trying to do some fundraising, and the Yankton community has been absolutely phenomenal in helping us put this trip together. And there's a couple more opportunities to be able to contribute to that. Next Monday, June 3rd, from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock, the boys will be kind of hosting a meal at Pizza Ranch here in town. A portion of all the sales from that evening will go to this trip and go to the track team. Any extra funds that we happen to raise will just stay within our track program. But carry out, dine in, buffet, all of those sales, there'll be a portion of that that'll go towards the boys. Also, the boys will be working the event tips. We'll have T-shirts available there for sale. that'll all go towards that. Boys will be signing autographs, bussing tables, just basically everything, being a servant leader. And that's another thing that we try to instill in our kids in our track program. Then on Tuesday of next week, June 4th, we'll be doing a very similar activity at the local Runza restaurant here in town, out on the north side of town, out there. And again, a portion of the sales will go towards the team. And then we'll be selling T-shirts there. There'll be tip jars. People will have a chance to contribute however much they want to contribute to the trip. But the boys have some very high expectations and very high goals as we head out there. So it's exciting. If you're going to be playing on the national stage, you might as well play hardball. And the guys are excited to go out there. It's invigorated me. I'll just say that to see their excitement.
Yeah, it's a unique to say the least. It's always exciting when Yankton athletes are able to reach just that next level, even after state in any sport. And just to have, you can really ask for 4 better guys to really represent our community at the next level.
No, very, very proud of them. They are on that note. If they weren't the quality of individuals that they are, I'd be hesitant to support them in this endeavor. But you don't have to worry about the quality of young men that are going to be representing Yankton out there. So it's exciting.
We'll stick tuned to KYNT on our socials, and of course, always listen to KYNT. We have all those details, and we'll continue letting people know how they can support these 4 boys and the Yankton Track and Field program. And Coach, with that, we'll start kind of wrapping up our season. Just as a whole, another season in the books. I kind of joked with you a little bit before we started recording, but now that you have, I knew you have this endeavor, but now that you have some kind of free time opening up, is that a good thing or bad thing? I know that as a coach, you like to keep busy.
Yep. Well, I mean, it's a good thing. It's rejuvenating. Like anybody, you get, the end of the school year for teachers gets to be a little hectic, and for school administrators, putting graduation together, all that stuff. So you get all that done, and boom, everything's gone and done, and the hallways are silent, and they're shampooing carpets. And so it feels a little weird all the time when you are in the building and there's no spirits in there or souls in there that are occupying it most of the year.
There might be spirits in there. We don't know.
There could be. I don't know. Max Hawk may be roaming the halls here yet. I'm not sure. He's probably over at the old building, but it's a time to rejuvenate, take some family trips, and but at the heart of it, everybody in the Yankton School District is in it for the kids, and that's one thing that I'm really thankful for, to be working in a district with a staff like that. So get rejuvenated, and then we'll be back at it.
Sounds good. Coach, as always, I just want to say thanks, but also just a big thank you for the entire year. You've been able to let us call you and get caught up with Yankton Track and Field, let the public know what's going on, whether it's myself or Braden Butler. You've been nothing but a treat to handle or deal with, I guess you could say, on any lack of a better term, but we really appreciate you always taking the time for us.
Yep. No, I appreciate your guys' support on so many levels. So whether it be planned or impromptu, like with those 4 boys showing up in the studio the other day for you, it means a lot to the kids and the Yankton community. So thank you, Bryce, for your guys' contribution there.
Well, absolutely. And we'll do it right again next year. And I'll be seeing you around this summer. I'm sure Yankton's not that big of a town, so we'll run into each other for sure. And thanks, Coach. That was Coach Jeff Gross, Yankton Track and Field. Congratulations to Coach Gross and all the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on yet another very successful Yankton Track and Field season. And this has been the Coach's Corner. We'll take a break, come back, and continue the show here this morning.
Traveling to Yankton for business or pleasure? Then book your stay at Yankton's 2 best hotels, the Fairfield Inn and Suites and Holiday Inn Express. Both are conveniently located to everything in Yankton. Both offer complimentary hot breakfast and meeting rooms for business travelers. And if you want a great rate and still be able to change your reservation without a hassle, call either hotel direct. The Fairfield and Holiday Inn Express, 2 great hotel choices when visiting or arranging rooms for guests to Yankton.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MTRC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
At Triple Time Rudy's, not only do you get top-notch fuel to keep you on the move, but it's a destination for delicious local treats. You'll find quality South Dakota products like Dimmick cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. It's your community's pit stop for more than just fuel. Triple Time Rudy's supports schools and events and provides fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers. For all your daily fill-ups and convenience needs, stop by Triple Time Rudy's at 17th and Broadway.
Attention homeowners, if you've been on the fence about selling, I'd love the opportunity to sit and visit with you. With low inventory, now would be a good time to call me, Deb Speck at Vision Real Estate. I'll provide you with a free market analysis and a no-pressure approach. Call me at 605-664-5555 to find out if now is the right time to make a move.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
You feel awful. Stuffy nose, then runny nose. Sniffles too. You don't know what to take to make yourself feel better. At Yankton Rexall, when you feel under the weather, we want to help. But there are a lot of over-the-counter choices. Some may even interfere with the daily medications you're taking. The Yankton Rexall staff is there to help you make the best choice for your health. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923.
Women, have you had your annual exam? With May as Women's Health Month, Yankton Medical Clinic OBGYNs remind you to prioritize your health so you can continue focusing on the health of your family. No matter the stage of your journey, pre-pregnancy, pregnancy, motherhood, or menopause, Yankton Medical Clinic OBGYNs are the women's health experts. Call to schedule your annual health check today or visit yanktonmedicalclinic.com to schedule online. So much care, so close to home.
The other day, a gal came into the UPS store to drop off a package. On her way out, she noticed the print sample wall and asked if we could print invitations. The answer was, yes, we can. Hi, this is Doug at the UPS store in Yankton and Vermilion. For over 7 years now, the UPS store has been helping hundreds of customers with their printing needs. From basic copies to business cards and invitations to posters, we can print them. Stop out and ask about our current print specials and see how we can help with your printing needs.
All right, let's start talking Yankton Gazelles golf. Joining us on the Pizza Ranch phone line, Coach Brett Syme. Coach, thank you for joining us.
You bet. Thanks a lot.
Hey, a couple things to talk about today. Let's start with probably the biggest one of the past here, and that's the ESD tournament for golf. Yankton finished 7th. Mitchell took the team title, and Yankton's total score of 380. And then, of course, Mitchell, you always just want to see who finished first with 323. But overall, good performance from the Gazelles. Kind of, what's your opinion on that, Coach?
Well, we were hoping to finish a little bit better. I think the goal for, the girls and us coaches, we were kind of hoping to be up a little bit more middle of the pack. We thought if we played well, we could maybe be 4th or 5th place. But maybe didn't play quite as well as we wanted to as a team as a whole, but, we were within 4 or 5 shots of being in that 5th spot. So, we just need to make sure we cut down on maybe some of the errors, maybe some of the mental mistakes that we had at the conference to be able to do better when we come around to the state. But we did have, one girl put together a really good performance. Elia Homestead shot a 79 to tie for 3rd place. And, I just got to give her a lot of credit for, playing really well. we had a pretty good day to play. It did get kind of windy towards the latter part of the round, but just played a really, really solid round of golf. Shot 79 and tied for third. And, you know, she is one of our more experienced girls, even though she is just a freshman, but she's showing that she can compete at a very high level. So it was really good to see her with such a high finish. We had Sabrina Kraske shot a 97. Jordan Cunningham shot 101. Bailey Anderson and Madison Reichen shot 103. So I'll take one of those for our last counting score. And that's what gave us the 380. You know, we were hoping to get maybe a few girls closer to 90 or maybe even under 90. But, you know, it just didn't happen that day. You know, sometimes when you play on your home course, the kids put maybe a little bit more pressure on themselves. And, you know, I don't know if that was the case or not, but we just didn't play maybe quite as well as a team as we wanted to. But, you know, it was a good tournament to be able to try and get us ready for the state tournament. And, you know, like I said, I just got to give Ellie a lot of credit for playing a very good round with a very good field. We knew it was going to be hard to maybe jump into the top three. Mitchell, Watertown, and Aberdeen, they've all shown that they're kind of at the top of the conference, and we were hoping to maybe jump into the fourth or fifth spot, but it just didn't happen on Thursday, and you know, we're going to go ahead from there. We've had some really good practice coming up, you know, trying to prepare for state, and I know we'll talk about that in a little bit, but yeah, maybe just didn't play quite as well as we wanted to in the conference, but we're looking forward to maybe try and redeem ourselves as we head towards the state.
And speaking of state, why don't you give us a little bit of preview, Coach, where, when, how, kind of the last big one of the season here. It all comes down to this, as they might say.
Well, we get to play at home again. Hillcrest Golf and Country Club was gracious enough, you know, to host the state tournament. I also got to thank Fox Run and their staff for hosting us for the ESD tournament. But, yeah, the state tournament will be Monday and Tuesday, June 3rd and 4th coming up here at Hillcrest Golf and Country Club. Tee times start at 9 o'clock both days, 9 o'clock off the front nine, and it looks like they're going 9:30 off the back nine. Hillcrest is in great shape. You know, it's going to be a good test. It's going to be a tough test for the golfers. If you can keep the ball out of the rough and in the fairway, it's gonna show. You're gonna have a lot more success out there. And you know, once you get on the greens are pretty fast. They're in great shape. You know, you got to be able to putt well too. So, you know, it's going to be a good challenge for all the golfers, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how everything's going to turn out. You know, I think for the girls and the coaches, I think we always have a goal of trying to get into that top six. And when we played in the Yankton Invite a little bit earlier this year, we ended up in 7th place, and just about all the teams were here for that tournament. So, you know, if we can just improve on our score from, you know, when we played in the Yankton Invite a little bit, we might have a chance to battle for trying to get in the top six and trying to get on the podium at the state tournament. But to do that, we actually, you know, we got to be smart out there. We got to play smart golf out at Hillcrest. We've got to try and keep the ball out of the rough. Like I said, with the rains we've had, you know, in the past this spring, the rough is pretty tough. So we got to try and keep the ball in play out of the rough. And then we just got to play smart once we get up around the greens. You know, if you can play to the front of the greens at Hillcrest and not go over the greens or off to the sides, it usually bodes better for you. And, you know, that's what we kind of been trying to preach to our girls and practice in the week leading up to the state tournament, is doing some of those things. So, you know, it's not always about trying to bang your driver as far as you can. It's about trying to get yourself in a good position and trying to keep yourself out of the rough, and then just manage your play around the greens. And if we can do that, I think we can have a successful state tournament.
Now, it's been about a year since this was kind of mentioned, but you were looking for volunteers and things of that nature. Everyone all set for the state tournament, it sounds like? You have everyone you need, or Hillcrest does anyway?
I think we're pretty close. You know, we've got a lot of people that have been generous enough to, you know, donate their time or volunteer their time to help be a marker for a group. We're getting in the process of setting those up. If somebody is still willing to do that, they could sure contact me if they have my number, or the activities office at the high school. But I think we're getting pretty close to having that nailed down. Otherwise, I think we're sitting pretty good. We're just looking forward to host, and it's a lot of work putting on a state tournament, but we're excited to be able to do it and getting to showcase Hillcrest and their new clubhouse, and I just thank them for letting us have the tournament out there.
Well, Coach, we'll see you out on the course. Best of luck to the Yankton Gazelles, and just a big moment for them, and really looking forward to seeing the results unfold.
All right. Thanks a lot, Bryce.
Coach Brett Syme, Yankton Gazelles Golf. We'll take a break, come back, and continue here on the Coach's Corner.
Ground beef is only $2.99 a pound at Hy-Vee. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And $2.99 a pound is not just the price today or this week. It's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop. And count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for ground beef every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
Sports injuries can be the result of competitive activities, but can also happen by just participating in leisure activities too. If you're experiencing pain as the result of your chosen activity, consider chiropractic care. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. We have experienced chiropractors that work with sports injuries every day. Our treatment options are aimed to minimize pain, reduce recovery time, and reduce risk of future injuries. Visit First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Hey, why are you in the garage?
This storm is bad. I'm worried about the garage doors.
Come on, what could happen?
A lot. Hail could dent the doors. Like that. And high winds could bend the doors or even break them. Like that.
So when that happens, what happens?
You call Upper Midwest Garage Door.
Upper Midwest Garage Door offers reliable storm damage repair for residential and commercial doors. We're an authorized Clopay dealer serving eastern South Dakota. Visit us at uppermidwestgaragedoor.com.
Everyone loves something different about our buffet, which is good because buffet has something for everyone. This is Annie from Yankton Pizza Ranch. Come in and fill your plate with good food that makes you feel good inside. Don't see your favorite pizza on the buffet? Request it using Buffet Your Way. We'll make it, bake it, and give you the very first slice. Grab the country's best chicken paired with tasty sides and finish off with sweet cactus bread at Yankton Pizza Ranch.
Medicare coverage is not a one-size-fits-all coverage. Do you like to travel? Are you wanting to spend your winters down south? Or just spend some time with your grandkids? Make sure you choose a plan that fits your needs and will travel with you. Visit Julie at Missouri River Associates to review your upcoming Medicare or your current needs. That's Julie at Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
Is the open road calling your name? Explorers Credit Union is here to put you in the driver's seat of your next adventure with an exclusive auto loan offer. For a limited time, get 1% cash back and reduce your rate by 1% when you purchase or refinance your car with us. Imagine where you could go with extra cash in hand and lower monthly payments. Get pre-approved today and explore the road ahead with confidence. Learn more and apply at explorerscu.com today. All loans are subject to approval. See credit union for details.
Hey, why are you in the garage?
This storm is bad. I'm worried about the garage doors.
Come on, what could happen?
A lot. Hail could dent the doors. Like that. And high winds could bend the doors or even break them. Like that.
So when that happens, what happens?
You call Upper Midwest Garage Door.
Upper Midwest Garage Door offers reliable storm damage repair for residential and commercial doors. We're an authorized Clopay dealer serving eastern South Dakota. Visit us at uppermidwestgaragedoor.com.
All right, thanks to our coaches for joining us here this morning. We talked to Coach Jeff Gross and Coach Brett Syme, Yankton Track and Field, and of course, Yankton Gazelles Golf. Best of luck to the Yankton Gazelles on their state tournament. This, folks, is actually the last show of the sports calendar year. Yes, I know. I'm sad. But everyone just enjoy your summer. Obviously, best of luck to the Gazelles Golf. We'll of course, still be updating you on those results on our normal channels, on the Morning Sports Report, online on KYNT1450.com, maybe some social media updates. We'll keep you informed on Yankton Gazelles golf. But as far as the Coach's Corner is concerned, this will do it until the fall. Yeah, so we'll do a preview show for Yankton Bucks football and get everything started for Yankton Athletics in the fall. But a little bit of a break, and catch up with you around Riverboat Days time. And so for the final time this sports calendar year, thanks to all of our sponsors making this possible, and of course thanks to you, the listener or viewer on KYNT and KYNTV, Yankton's home team and stream. Go Bucks, go Gazelles, go enjoy the rest of your weekend. For the final time, this has been the Coach's Corner. We'll talk to you in the fall.
You've been listening to the Coach's Corner show on KYNT, Yankton's home team. Remember, you can re-listen or re-watch this show in its entirety by visiting the KYNTV YouTube page. This has been the Coach's Corner show on KYNT, Yankton's home team.